Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get rich in PVE Tarkov. Now, this video is being recorded on the second day of the release of PVE. So if you're watching this way into the future, I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of other ways to make a ton of money in PVE Tarkov. But this is day number 2. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a ton of money here in the first few weeks of the brand new PVE mode. I do a lot of money guides and stuff like that on my channel, so if you are watching into the future, check out some of my other content or consider subscribing so you don't miss the newest guides that I am posting on PVE Tarkov. So, the first thing you need to do is hit level 15. You need to get to level 15 on your PMC, and then you will have access to the flea market. You might be thinking to yourself, why does the flea market matter? It is literally PVE Tarkov. You know, you can't sell anything on the flea market. That is where you are wrong. The flea market is actually fully functional. It does not use the same flea market as the PvP version of the game, but the flea market does still work, and you can still list things. And I want to just show you something. We're going to go to my hideout, which is not upgraded even close to max at all. It's only day 2. And I'm going to show you some of these items that I need to complete some of these modules and the prices that some of these items are going for. Let's just go to Med Station, for example. Let's see what the vitamins are selling for. 40,000 for vitamins. I bet on PvP, what are they, 10K? Let's check out something for water collector. Let's check out duct tape. Duct tape is 100,000 rubles. 100K, guys. 100,000. Now, I want you to understand something. Right now, not a lot of people actually know you can use the flea market, and the only people who can use the flea market are level 15s who are on the PvE mode. The PvE mode is not yet free to everybody. It is only for people who own the Unheard edition. So with that being said, there are a ton of people who just don't have the Unheard edition, and then on top of that, do not have level 15 yet. They don't have access to the flea market. So right now is like any normal wipe where you want to sell your barter items at the highest price possible. Some of these items are going for crazy amounts. Like, I can't even buy fucking toilet paper on the flea market. There is none. You know, an all is going for 300,000 rubles. Now is the best time to list things on the flea market on single-player Tarkov. Now, this is being recorded at about 6 a.m. on the 28th. I'm going to try and upload this video around 9:30 a.m. for you guys. So, these are all still super accurate prices. Like, now is 100% the time you want to be selling items. Now, don't get me wrong. With how much money is going to be flowing in, you know, the PvE mode, I would say that ammunition and, you know, keeping found and raid ammunition is something you want to hold on to long term. Some of those items are going to get so expensive because the economy in the PvE mode is going to continue to get inflated. And we're going to make more videos about this, talking about like the economics of the PvE mode. And we're going to do some deep dives for sure. But right now, right off the rip, right out of the gate, is the best time to sell some of your items. I haven't sold anything yet on the flea market. I need to do a little bit of inventory management, and I've been recording a lot of content. We're recording a brand new series here on the channel called Uncut and Unheard. It is unedited gameplay, and it's like an hour of just raids and doing all that stuff and just gaming. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and check it out. But let's hop into our junk box. We have a couple of alls right here that we could sell in the flea market. Let's just check some items. Let's check the ophthalmoscope. Those are actually pretty cheap because they are a lot more common now. Let's check out light bulbs, one that's always expensive. You know, usually they're like 40K in PvP Tarkov. We're at 70K here. Let's just check out maybe wires. Maybe they're even more. Yeah, like 35K for wires. Like, wires are cheap. Syringe, let's try that. 80,000, 50,000 on the syringe. Like, some of this stuff is crazy prices. I don't know what else we got in this one that might be expensive. GPUs. What are GPUs? 400,000 already. Like, 400K already. Up in here, we got, I don't know if Intel is something that might be expensive. 100K, that's pretty normal, but it drops pretty frequently. Let's check out tool sets. 400,000 rubles for a tool set, guys. Like, it is crazy. So I'm going to drop a little strategy for you here at the end of the video, because I appreciate you watching this long into it, watching till the end. I appreciate you so much. With prices this inflated, what you want to do is, number one, you only want to list one item at a time. So we have a bunch of light bulbs, right? We have 5 light bulbs, 6 light bulbs. They're selling for 50, 100,000 rubles, right? Here's the thing. You do not want to do this. You do not want to list them all. Just list one at a time, because the market might shift around. It might do some weird, crazy stuff. And you want to be able to not get stuck with anything on the flea market. You want to try and maintain your rep, because right now, because there's not a lot of people buying and selling, you could very easily get locked up in the flea market. You might not get undercut too heavy, but you could get locked in the flea market, and you'd have to take that listing down. That's going to fuck things up for you. So there's so many different items that are going to be selling really well and not selling as well. But here's the thing. Undercut a lot. This is the next and final tip. Undercut a ton, because let's use the horse, for example. People are going to want their docs cases. Yeah, 400,000 rubles. Right now, me personally, if I would list the horse, I'd probably list it at like 250,000 to, 300,000. And I have no idea what the fee is going to be on, prices this high. But you want to undercut significantly, because it's a better chance for you to sell your items. And that's not me just saying that so all you guys go run and list all your stuff for super cheap. No, this is genuinely how you should do it when prices are this crazy. When gunsmith attachments get to 250,000, 300, 400,000 rubles, I always undercut by like 100,000, because it just takes one guy to undercut you, and then the market just goes crazy. Undercut, undercut, undercut. Your listing gets buried. Now, right now in this instance, maybe it wouldn't, because there's just not enough supply, not enough players, but it's possible it could happen. And when you're starting out at 0.2, your rep could go down pretty easy, and you could take a big hit. So that is how to get rich in the first few weeks of PVE Tarkov. Let me know what you think. Have you been playing PVE? I have been enjoying it. We got 27 raids under our belt, almost 300 kills already. It's been a shit ton of fun. And, a lot of shit being talked on Tarkov, but I got to be honest with you, the single-player mode here is absolutely as expected and a ton of fun. Do me a favor, make sure you drop a like on this, and, of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more PvE Tarkov content. And, if you want to check out some of the stuff in the description, some of the stuff I use in my setup, all that, that would also be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.